Hello. Oh, I have to do this, really. What? Hello? My chat needs to be here. To interact with chat, you can open chat in there. What? Well, that's just silly. I mean, that's fine. Anyway, here we are. Hello. This is the first and most definitely many different many episodes and talks and streams discussing the entertainment industry. Okay. Yes. The many talkings, the many happenings. Industry will be putting our thoughts out there. Yeah. So we're gonna have to start. Yes, yes, yes. Um, there's countless things happening out there, and the implications of these things are mostly bad. Oh no, mostly bad. Um, and we start here with Ubisoft. So Ubisoft is not in a good spot, mainly due to their own undoing. Lots of, modern audience talk, lots of revisionist history, lots of, for lack of a better term, activists entering into the gaming sphere, trying to police how video games are made, and what can and can't be shown when it was doing just fine before they came in. But yes, here we are. First of all, we're here to talk about Tencent and their new studio, Vantage Studios, taking the most basically the most profitable games into their own little studio and letting the Ubisoft keep the rest. The fact that Ubisoft had to be bailed out by Tencent shows the lack of management, like mismanagement, and what what they were doing was just not going down a good path. They had no creativity. Their budgets for their games ballooned, and requiring more games to be sold, but that it just wouldn't happen. Less and less games would continue to be sold. I mean, what was it? Assassin's Creed Shadows only had one DLC, which was with Attack on Titan. I mean, that's it. That's all they're gonna have, because they ain't getting more after that disaster. And of course, Star Wars Outlaws. Star Wars Outlaws also, well, first of all, having to delay it and costing millions of dollars. I think I remember hearing $30 million to delay it, to then come out and just tank. Nobody really talks about it anymore. And the only people that do talk about it are either trying to hype it up more so that people can buy it, or bots or bot accounts that are paid to shill for it, paid to try to make big multi-million-dollar corporations look good. But it's interesting, right? to see this change here because yes, those three franchises are the ones that are widely recognized. Assassin's Creed. I mean, the the best that Assassin's Creed ever got was the Ezio trilogy, though Revelations was not as good as what I wanted it to be, and Black Flag. I didn't really like 3. I never played 3. I don't think I played 3. My memory fails me, but I don't think I played 3. But Black Flag was just absolutely monumental, even though the combat was pretty much the same, having to parry at the right time. It was very rudimentary. It wasn't that complex, the combat. It still was really good. Really and really popular. People love it and have unfortunately recently been clamoring for a remake of it, and I don't trust them to make a good game with a shoelace. Pretty much, the coding that they have is by far um, disastrous. You have, I mean, you have Star Wars Outlaws, and honestly, if you really need any indication of how bad Star Wars Outlaws is,
Piece
there
of
is a
shit.
17-hour, 38-minute, 56 seconds of this wonderful man named Mahler. Detail. I don't know what's up with YouTube. I don't know why YouTube. It had the chapters. I had the chapters here. Should be there. Basically, detail upon detail dissecting this disastrous game. And I mean, yeah, Ubisoft cannot be trusted with their own games anymore. They just like a lot of I mean, Ubisoft has a lot of rot within, laziness, corporatism, like a lot of AAA games. A lot of big AAA companies. The new Call of Duty, you know, I mean, Black Ops 7 is out and it's just been disastrous. Let me actually look up Steam numbers for Black Ops 7. It'd be so funny to see that. This website doesn't have it. It never has the ones I look for, which, funny enough, look at that. On average, this past month, 5,000 people. Currently, oh, that's Black Ops 3. Yeah, Black Ops 3 consistently having thousands. Let's look at, is it this one that's better? And then, oh, right, it would be under Call of Duty. Um, when did Black Ops 7 release? Release date November 14th, right? Let's go back. Let's do 3 months. So November 14th around here. 86. Right? That's also already including, because it's the Call of Duty app, it includes, I mean, 2 or 3 Call of Duties in there and Warzone. Does Warzone have its own Warzone? No, it doesn't have its own. Oh, it does. Actually, it does. Call of Duty Warzone. No, it doesn't have its own numbers because it's part of the Call of Duty app. So to see that, that's really bad. Who knows how many of these? Okay, then the weekend happened, right? 100,000. 100,000 when the peak in general was 400, nearly 500,000. Where where are half of these numbers are probably Black Ops 7. And then now, right, we had this weekend 73,000. That's not a lot, at least on Steam. But usually Steam is a very like any numbers on any platform would be compared like uh in an indication of the health of a game, right? If it's multi-platformed, that's not good. I would say I wouldn't even say a half of this was Black Ops 7, considering they have Warzone and who knows what other games that they have on the Call of Duty app. That's really bad. And that's what's been happening with all these recent games. I mean, Star Wars Outlaws. Look at that. Look at this. Maybe I don't know what's happening here. I don't know this bump. I don't know where this bump came from. But for a single player game to only have at most 4,000, not good. And the gaming industry needs to recognize that. These big companies need to recognize that because these are not good numbers. There's countless other games doing way better. Like right here, Battlefield 6, it hundreds of thousands. Weekends nearly getting to 200,000. There's a new update, I believe, today, so that might, increase the numbers here and there. But that's some. I mean, wait, look at this, and this is just one game, not the Call of Duty app. Not multiple games in one. Look at that. It's numbers higher. I know Arc Raiders was really popular, continues to be. Look at that. My goodness. And why is that? Why are these games? Why is what's another game? Balatro. Well beloved, everybody knows it. I mean, this game is fantastic. So why are these games doing gangbusters and other games aren't? Well, there's a clear lack of care put into it. Currently, at least, Battlefield is going through some identity crisis, trying to follow Call of Duty, which really hope, really hope it's not getting there. I hope it's not trying to be Call of Duty. I remember reading that, let's see, it's trying to do the once a year thing. Let me see. Battlefield. Oh, I should probably be 6. Battlefield releasing one every year. Yeah, that's what they want to do in the next 5-6 years. Potentially start doing that. That's not good. That's the Call of Duty model, and Black Ops 7 not doing well. You have to be very careful how you make a game, because how you make a game without care and love, you get Call of Duty. Battlefield 6 is still trying, is making some strange decisions, but it's still relatively better than Call of Duty. But I don't want it to get there. So there's a lot of problems going on with the industry, and it's not looking good. Not at all. We have to be like, and obviously with these big companies and how when they make these games, what are you going to do? You're not going to just buy it without knowing, right? You want to know ahead of time, but you can't trust games journalists anymore. You can't trust people that have access to, basically a relationship with these companies. Oh, I got to play 3 hours of the game 3 weeks before the game comes out. I got the game 5 days before the game comes out. And that how can I trust your honesty? How can I trust your opinion when you have this relationship with the company? Obviously, you're going to make, if you want to keep having access to these new games early on, you're going to keep saying good stuff about it. And unfortunately, that's what they listen to. These companies listen to, for some reason, those people on social media. For some reason, they think that just because they're loud, that means that's what the general public goes for. And it really isn't. It's not. Hold on. Yeah. It's not. This isn't a good. Those aren't the right people to listen to. You have to listen to people that will dissect your game, that will look into it, that care about these good games. You have to, but they're not doing that, and so these. I mean, the last Far Cry that I remember being good. What was it? 2 or 3? I remember 3 had. Didn't Far Cry 3 have that other game mode? It had its other thing. Let me see. I can check. What was it? Blood Dragon? Far Cry Blood Dragon? Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. Yep. I think that was the last one I heard. Was really good. And then that was it. That was it. You know. Not a obviously there was the meme of the guy in Far Cry 4 Fallout. Far Cry 4 of you know, the definition of insanity. That's all I remember about it. I'm still a young guy, so maybe it was a good game. I just haven't really heard about it compared to other games. And then Rainbow Six, it still has. Well, Rainbow Six Rainbow Six Siege is now free to play, right? Yeah, Rainbow Six Siege X. Okay, fine. Decent numbers. But, I mean, this game has been going on for what? More than 10 years now. Have they released a new Rainbow Six since then? I remember there was the extraction shooter one. That barely did anything. That barely did a dent. But yeah, this we can hope that something happens with this. But then again, it's I mean, there's been layoffs since the fall of this thing. Since the fall of Star Wars Outlaws. And then obviously since Assassin's Creed Shadows. Constant layoffs. Not a healthy industry. They need to get back to. I feel like they need to get back to independent games, or just the passion of independent games. Clair Obscur, Expedition 33, ex Ubisoft devs. I think Dispatch was also ex Ubisoft devs. Yep. Right there. Thankfully, ex Ubisoft devs. Shock Industry as Dispatch, Rockets Pass. Look at that. The fact that there are 2 studios with ex Ubisoft developers that made a game, that have made games better than what Ubisoft has released. I should probably just leave this up, shouldn't I? Look at that. My goodness, what a peak. And for a game that's probably not a lot, isn't it? Let's see. Cool. $30. Yeah, that's incredible. I mean, good on them. Yeah, so There needs to be more passion in games. Needs to be. Yeah, I don't know. It's just it sucks. I love games, man. I want games to be good. There are good games out there though. I mean, again, the market is ripe now. Extremely ripe for independent games. Like I have Death Store right there. Uh Actually, yeah, right here. Nope. Death Store, Balatro, Wilder Myth, Peglin, Sulfur, Majorina. This brought the creativity of this game. Right, I just remembered. Uh, a gentleman from the EFAP crew known as Fringleton. Fringy, an EFAP crew, had this wonderful idea of just a droid trying to make his restaurant popular in the Star Wars universe. That sounds awesome. You know, uh, getting new chips for new dishes for certain customers. It's basically Bronzebeard's Tavern. There we go. My goodness. That game, I was playing with my friends last night, and it's awesome. It's fun. It, it's you literally copy this to Star Wars. Droids trying to serve people, seat people's tables, clean up their mess, uh, get deliveries of food. Like, man, you have. There used to be creativity out here, but now it's in smaller studios. I mean, even look at me right now. I have Black Ops right there. I go back to older games. Peak as well. I haven't played it still, but they and then what goes beyond that obviously you don't pay for, but you have ROM hacks. You have hacks of certain games. In this case, for me, Pokemon ROM hacks are just better now. That's where you get entertainment. That's where you get the innovative uh, Pokedex, innovative stories that you don't get from Pokemon anymore. I mean, at first, the idea of Legends Arceus, and then Legends EA, the idea of it sounds cool on paper, but then when you play it, you're thinking, okay, you could go further. Go further. They don't go further anymore. But then again, Pokemon and Game Freak, hold on, are another problem entirely because they they give them minuscule budgets and not a lot of time, and then the product is therefore not as good, which is a completely different thing entirely, which is unfortunate because you could do so much with Pokemon. There used to be good creativity in Pokemon. Mystery Dungeon, Pokemon Ranger, Snap, Pokemon Snap. If there were more Pokemon Snaps, I'd dig it. But uh and then Stadium and Coliseum there used to be creativity. Where is that now? What has Pokemon released recently? Pokemon game releases. Oh wow, mobile games. DLC. I just want the recent stuff, please. What are these? Mini games. Oh my goodness. I just want like the main series or something. But yeah, they're now going for TCG Online mobile game stuff. Okay. I, try to follow trends, sure, but please, can we get back to these guys are money makers. They're money makers. And yet they don't try to make money anymore. They don't try. What are we doing? Oh my goodness, I'm on a tangent. But yeah, pretty much this is interesting to see because it might produce different games that might be I don't know, better, maybe, who knows, but China wanting to buy everything, that's, its own thing. Yeah, it's tough out here, man. Like, with at least bigger games, because you want those big games to be big games for a reason. Witcher 3, just a fascinating example. Oh yeah, every game wants to be open world. Every game wants to be open world now. The new Metroid Prime. There we go. I have these tabs here for a reason. Metroid Prime, open world. And guess what? They also write it like crap. So it's just poopy. It's just poopy diapers. Like, man, we really out here writing characters like, oh my gosh, look, it's Samus. Oh my gosh, it's Samus. Like, oh, stop. Metroid had like Metroid made Metroidvania atmospheric, solitary, in a world by yourself, with the exploration being connected, not open worldly. I haven't heard anything good about this game. I haven't heard anything. Again, from the wonderful people at EFAP that I watch. I haven't heard anything good from Mahler or Fringy. And it sucks. We used to have good games. But yeah. And so, going back to Ubisoft, I have no hope for Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake. I have no hope for it. They might want to put it out. They might want to make it. I'm not buying it. Heck no, I'm not buying it. Crazy talk. That's crazy talk. You're not going to get me to buy this game. And I love Ubisoft because they think the problem with Assassin's Creed Shadows is people are upset because of dual protagonists. That's why they're upset. That's why they don't like our game. But you know what? We're going to do it anyway. We're going to do it anyway. You might hate my two protagonists, but you will never make me stop loving it. They're crazy, man. And it's totally not because they're glorifying black people, just like the rest of entertainment industry, glorifying black people to the point of putting them on a pedestal, and it's really creepy and fetishy. And then also making this dude it's just like weird. This dude killing a whole bunch of Japanese people and wrecking shop and whatnot, and it being okay. Revisionist history. We love you. I love you. Yeah. Of course. Yeah. I haven't heard good things about Assassin's Creed Shadows either. Wow. Who would have thunk? Who would have thunk it? I wouldn't. Would not have thunk it at all. Impossible. Well, enough out of that. We move on to Warner Brothers. the battle between Netflix and Paramount trying to buy Warner Brothers. It's nice that they, I guess, want it, but it's unfortunate how the movie industry has moved. They never got to adapting to the times. And by adapting, I mean continuously making good movies. They instead adapted to after Me Too, putting women everywhere. I mean, we all know the infamous Ghostbusters, but all women. Then there was also, what was it? Oceans. What number was it? Because it's not Oceans 11. It's Oceans 8. What if we had an Oceans movie, but it was all women? Yeah. What if we had an Oceans movie, but it was all women? It's like, it's not gonna work. Sorry, guys, because they're not writing it to appeal to write a good story anymore. They're not writing. Same thing with games. They're not writing these games and movies and shows to make a good story anymore. They're writing it because they want messages to be put out there. They want ideas to be put out there to people. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. Um they don't want to make movies that have a good story anymore, a good message of the human condition, like a human experience that can speak to everyone, not just because they see, yes, all the black boys and girls can see me on the screen and think, wow, they look like me, so that's how I can tolerate and relate to them. No, I I related to a talking cat in Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, which, oh my goodness, what a story that uh, you can teach kids something really well. You can teach kids about, uh, really enjoying the time that they have with the people around them and really appreciate them. It's not preachy. It's not something that they think they're morally right on. No, it's something that is a good message to go through, a good message to talk about. But yeah, I related to Puss in Boots. I felt for it, and it's just like, wow. I related to the Iron Giant. I loved the Iron Giant. The Iron Giant is really good. The Incredibles. What an amazing movie. It's like these stories that we used to have where it was the story itself about itself. But then ultimately we can get something from it. Now it always has to be about something in the real world. Something about the real world in which they Hollywood for some reason wants to say something about it. Wants to say that they're right about something, They want to put their 2 cents in their hat in the ring when their hat has nothing to do with people. Like, we don't want you involved in I don't want you telling me what to think. Jennifer Lawrence found that out very late, but she found it out. Just go back to making good movies. Um, I watch EFAP a lot, so I'm gonna be bringing them up again. Uh, the Little Platoon talked about how movies back in the day had its time where it was also failing after the westerns, and they tried to make bigger westerns, but they failed. But then eventually they adapted by making good movies again. Wow, look at that! What good movies? That used to be the case, but I think what's also been happening is that people are getting dumber, way dumber, and just accept what's on the screen, no matter if it's good or bad, and just accept it. And they're like, well, I can't change it now because that's what happened. I can't complain about it because it's there. Why not complain? Why not demand something better? Um, Let me find this image that. Let's see if that's. There it is. This is what people sound like, look like, and sound like now. Just eating mediocrity and accepting it. They're doing now. Oh my goodness, my mom is calling me. Why? One moment. It was about a package. My mother calling me about a package. Yes. Um. Oh man, where was I? Oh, what happened? Did we unmute? Oh, unmute your mic. Duh. Okay. Anyway. Oh man, where was I? No, my goodness. My. Oh yeah, people getting dumber. Just accepting what's been given to them. Like I'm about to, or I want to finish soon, hopefully within this year, a script for Jujutsu Kaisen. I hate that anime. It's bad. My friends love it. Why? Because all they look at are fights. They say the fights are so good, and then they just brush over the characterization or the lack thereof of almost all the characters except for side characters that don't matter to the story ultimately. And it's I want I complain about this. I have 51 pages, and this is only for the first 3 episodes that I'm doing right now. I want to finish the script before the end of the year. Um, I talked with my cousins about this. I love my cousins to death, but they are exactly the kind of people that this anime and a lot of media nowadays is made for. People who can just accept anything without any problems or complaints because, oh, it's already done. I can't complain about it. It's just whatever. I'll just accept it. But then one of my cousins had this very strange thing. He reads One Piece. He loves One Piece. I can't read or watch it because it's way too long. I mean, how many chapters is One Piece? One Piece manga. No, dude. 1168. No. But he says he's read it over multiple times, countless times even. And he says that Oda, the mangaka of that manga, he's the best. Number one. He loves the way he writes. He loves how he does things. And I said, okay, why not? Because your standards now are higher because of that. You should hold other stories to that standard. if he writes that well. No. What do you mean? No. Just no. I don't understand. He's I there that's the kind of people that are existing now that just won't level their criticisms to the point where everything is just good to them, I guess you could say. There's nothing bad and there's no point in complaining because it's already done. Like when I read and watched then read, I did both, The Seven Deadly Sins. It started off so good, and this is also now I'm thinking about an issue in a lot of manga writers that they don't know how to finish their mangas. But anyway, Seven Deadly Sins. It started off so well, and then just after a certain point, there were some issues that would arise, and me and my friends reading it, first watching it, of course, then reading it, we're like, wait a second, what? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Characters making decisions. We were thinking there was more plot to go on because of the angels and the demons. So we're thinking, okay, because we have to defeat the demons, we're gonna have to also go face the angels because of all the relationship between Meliodas and Elizabeth. Oh man, like, and the fairies, we already kind of like we went through them, we faced them, and then it just, because of one character, one lovely character named Merlin, one amazing character named Merlin, she just became overpowered, and it everything lost its stakes. There was a point where Elizabeth was supposed to die, but nope, Merlin saved her because she's OP. And all that manga did was set up the next series that the author was going to do, which was about King Arthur. When I tell you, me and my friends were so disappointed reading that. So disappointed. Absolutely disappointed. And when we found out there was another series coming out afterwards, we did not dare read that. We were so pissed. Man, you set up the main cast so well. You set up these people so freaking well. You give them the power scaling that was really smart in a lot of cases. Super smart. It's just to end it that way, man. Sorry. When I mentioned reading and watching, I was thinking of another really bad manga, an anime, Akame ga Kill. My friends and I also hated that. Man, this has been a problem for a long time, but manga artists, and I guess authors, but I guess a lot of creatives don't know how to do their stories anymore, don't know how to end. They don't know how to end. I mean, look at Attack on Titan. The first ending for Attack on Titan was when, I believe, the gang reached the basement, right? Everybody hated that. Everybody hated that. So much so that the author was like, oh, wait a minute, I'm going to continue. Haha. I'm good. No, don't worry, guys. I'll continue the manga. Please don't hate me. And then the next ending happened, and it became so divisive. So divisive. I trust more the criticisms than the. What'd you say? What did you say? Can I don't have money. Um Apologies. My sister. That terrible human being. Anyway, yeah, I trust more the criticisms of the Attack on Titan ending than the the dick slobbering. The ones on their knees just loving it. And another example. My goodness, there's so many examples. My Hero Academia and Demon Slayer. Oh my goodness, countless examples. People are just losing it for these mangas and anime that have already ended. Or well, Demon Slayer is almost done, but they're doing movies every 2 years, so that's incredibly funny. The only thing saving those shows are the animations. There's no good stories in them. When you look deeper, there ain't nothing. And we've lost good stories. We have lost good stories. So, back to Hollywood. No matter who wins, Paramount or Netflix, this is going to be bad. It's going to be bad. We keep losing movies. We keep losing competition. Competition is good. You know, competitions from different studios is good because it forces them to get creative, get better. I mean, Disney buying Fox, Disney buying Marvel. It started with Marvel, then it was Disney bought Marvel, then it bought Star Wars. Yep. And then it bought Fox. And we just keep losing movies that we also lose competition. We lose competition, and then movie theaters aren't doing well, and that's why a whole bunch of movie theaters have been closing down. And less money flowing means less fruit. It's not good. It sucks. But, I mean, hey, well, okay. One little caveat. If Netflix does win, we might be able to see Cartoon Network shows once again on Netflix. Because for some reason, HBO decided to remove them, all of them, from the streaming service with no plans of doing anything else with them. Just remove them all. That was it. Sad. Very sad. Very strange. But, well, yeah, that's just how it be, I guess. Yeah, the industry is going very horribly. And that's why I'm going to college for media communications to potentially be someone who can go into studios, entertainment studios, or games or something like that, and tell them, hey guys, don't do what these guys are doing. They are losing money. Let's do our own thing, shall we? Let's take steps in the other direction that can help us. That's what I want to do. But we'll have to see. Oh yeah. We'll just have to see. Another thing that's really destroying movies and TV shows is I love the idea of reinventing franchises. because that works. That works so well. Imagine reinventing, like, why are we reinventing Tomb Raider? Why did the Angelina Jolie movies work? What is it? Tomb Raider movies. Movies? Angelina Jolie. I mean, that's a hot commodity there. That's how she should be. Probably didn't do too well, though. But, you know, women can be hot, dude. Women can be hot and still strong. Obviously not over sexualized, but, you know, they can be hot. They want to be hot because they want to look hot. They're not frumpy and looking, I don't know, disgusting or something. I need to blow my nose. But there have been countless video game adaptations like this. Halo, disrespecting the lore, reinventing itself, canceled. Witcher, disrespecting the lore, ever decreasing viewership numbers. What else is there? Well, these are books, but Wheel of Time and Rings of Power, ever decreasing viewership numbers. What other video game adaptations have there been recently? I can't. Oh yeah, Fallout. Oh, you gotta love disrespecting Fallout fans. Though I've seen some crazy stuff about these Fallout fans. But you know, keep going. Keep disrespecting video games. Keep disrespecting video games. Gamers will riot. Gamers will riot. Let me see. Video game adaptations. Recent. Oh my goodness. I almost forgot about these. The Minecraft movie, which is not a good movie, still made gangbusters, made a whole bunch of money. Oh god, what are we doing? Until Dawn wasn't even about Until Dawn, but the sequel will. It's not getting a sequel, I don't think. Oh yeah, I forgot. Sonic. Sonic is good. Kind of the only one that has been actually receiving love and care for. I've heard that Five Nights at Freddy's is just a bunch of baloney. Really slop. Just a lot of slop. Yeah. Not a good thing. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, I forgot about I'm so glad that this has been out of my memory. The Last of Us, Arcane. Ugh. Ugh. People like Arcane Season 2. Definitely not actually good. And The Last of Us. Neil Cuckman. Gotta love Neil Cuckman just ruining a franchise just because he wants to, because he has a bone to pick with religion. Oh no. I hate Christians so much, I'm gonna make Intergalactic the Heretic Project because it's about religion. Oh, you haven't seen that before. I can't wait for this to. Uh, I hate. Like, it's so funny. I'm a Christian. And I see countless times the utter, just like, hatred towards Christianity in the media constantly. And it's so funny. Why, in my head, I'm thinking, why are you attacking Christianity so much if it's not real? If it's not true, why do you attack it? I haven't seen this much attack, this amount of attacking towards any other religion in this way. I haven't seen it. Doesn't exist. It's just, why are we attacking it so much if it's not real? If it's not real, then just get over it. You move on. But no. Gets me wondering, Gets me thinking. It should get you thinking. But, yeah, it's just weird. People's hate boners. Oh my gosh, just like lovely old Leslie Headland with The Acolyte. The canceled Acolyte. Gotta remember to say that. Canceled Acolyte. Acolyte. The Acolyte. Ah. And of course, it's about religion as well. Oh, man. There are people with many problems out there that all you gotta do is pray for them. That's all you gotta do. Pray that God helps them see the light. You gotta pray that God can help them heal, help them see that what they've been doing is wrong. Help them out one way or another. But ultimately, to really enter into their lives and be there for them. That's all. That's all I would want for anybody that's like this. To heal, to find God, to really have a relationship with Him. Yeah. Let's move on. What I wanted to look at, what movies are out in theaters. And there's not a lot to go for. I mean, Elf is returning. Wedding Crashers is returning. I've noticed that. A lot of returning movies, older movies, Kill Bill, and anime movies that I've heard good things about the return of the Star Wars movies. What is it? Why? The Lord of the Rings movies. My goodness, my brain. Keep up with my mouth, keep up. Constantly returning to movies. It's very interesting to me because, well, that's how these movie theaters have been keeping up with the fall of movies, lack of ticket sales in more recent movies. So let's look at what's been happening right now. Slop. Horror Slop. A sequel, which furries will come in droves. Second half of a play that isn't as good as the first half. Anime, which people love anime. the Demon Slayer movie, the Chainsaw Slayer movie, Chainsaw Man, Demon Slayer, Chainsaw Man movie. Both done have done very well. I doubt this will not. This will, buck the trend. I doubt this will change it. Kill Bill, which I actually haven't seen. I need to actually watch Kill Bill. Some low budget something probably with Daniel Radcliffe. Oh my goodness. Artisan. Oh, I forgot about this movie. How is this movie doing? Now You See Me, Now You Don't. Box office. Give me the numbers. Wow. That's incredible. That's nearly a triple international box office. Do foreign people like magic tricks that much? I guess. I guess so. Let's look at the dropped 57%. I mean, the domestic isn't looking good. I'm just kind of amazed by the international. Huh. What's the budget of this movie? Oh, hey, it's, within the bracket, I guess you could say. Still on the lower ball end. What is Now You See Me 3's budget? Approximately 90 million. $90 million. Which, again, they lie all the time, so it's probably lowballed. Let's go with that number. Then, there's the marketing. We'll say this one had a 50 million marketing. Because their marketing is always in the millions. Always in the millions. Let's say 50 million marketing. So that would be 140 million altogether, 280 million to break even, which it was about the same. Yeah, 280, yeah, around there. Early box. Oh, okay, no. I was like, so they're still losing money, and I don't think they're gonna reach the potential that they wanted because they're constantly losing. Which honestly, first to second week, only losing 23% wasn't bad, but then going back down to 50 again, it's not going to make money, which I did not expect even a third movie to be made. I didn't even know a second. Did I know about the second movie? No, I don't think I knew about the second movie. I only knew about the first, and that was it. And there's that. I mean, the current Predator Badlands is performing as exactly as I thought it would be. Yep. Just 69% drop. Yikes, dude. You hate to see that. Oh, but what was the budget? Oh, 105 million to produce, and then because Predator, they probably gave it another 100 million to market. Or is that part of everything? Wait. spent a sizable to produce the film, not including marketing expenses. Oh, not including marketing expenses. Oh yeah, it's losing a bunch of money. You know what? We'll give them a generous 50 million. It's still gonna lose a bunch of money. Even if we gave them a generous 50 million, it's gonna lose a bunch of money. And that's the problem nowadays with movies. Ticket sales are going down because the ticket prices are going up, and not a lot of people want to go to the movies because it's a lot of money. And then also the experience of the movies. They're not good anymore. People suck. People don't have respect anymore. At least in the West. There's no respect for people. So yeah, I mean, goodbye Predator. You're not going to see a movie again, maybe for another 20 years, just like Tron. Tron Ares lost a bunch of money. Let's see how Wicked for Good is doing. I'm assuming all the lovely. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh wait, no. I probably had it already, didn't I? Man, why does this website always mess up for me? There we go. Let's look up also the budget. Oh no, they were made back to back. There we go. Budget. The entire two film pro. Okay, 500 to 6. Oh, where did all the money go? How is it that the second half of the second movie is reported 165, but oh, plus marketing. Oh, wow. They really need altogether a billion plus. A billion plus. Man, I wish this website was faster for me. Why is this website slow? I don't get it. But I mean, this one plus just regular Wicked. Eventually I'll get it. Eventually. But I mean, a lot of musical people went to see it. Oh, wow, that drop off. 58 to 72. Man. Wow, it almost stagnated. Whew. It was funny. It was trending towards the upper half and then just stagnated. Oh my gob. Wow. Yikes. Yikes, gang. And then this one made a total of 775. Well, I mean, so far a billion something. But I still think that they didn't make their money back. God overperformed because I feel like they lowball these numbers so that they can look like it's overperforming, but it's probably just because of the people like musicals. But also, this was the better half, from what I've heard of the play. Not a good comparison, or not a good. Just those numbers are matching, and it's not going to reach that. It's not reaching that anymore, unfortunately. Ooh, yeesh. Yeesh, yeesh, yeesh. You know what? Let's look at Jujutsu Kaisen execution. I think that's It's probably like a I think from what I remember, it's like a recap, if I recall correctly. God. What is this in the first place? Jujutsu Kaisen is terrible. Oh. A film bridging season 2 and 3 featuring a dramatic recap. I, okay. Usually, I don't trust Reddit for their opinions at all. I take it with the tiniest grain of salt because they suck always. But we will see what this man has to say about it. Is terrible. Terrible is kind of true and false. Okay, see, this guy still wants to glaze it. Season 3 part for most of it was really good and amazing. Season 2 part was terrible. I knew it was a recap of it, and I heard it'd be the fights, so I thought surely Sukuna versus Maho, etc. would play, and yes, it did, but all of it was way too short. Gojo versus Curses was shown in like 10 to 20 seconds. Nanami fighting grade 3 Curses was longer. Sukuna versus Maho was longer, but still crazy short. Maybe, man, people need to start writing normally. People write shorthand and don't put periods in their sentences, don't make full sentences. Please stop this. They were barely shown. Maybe my times are wrong, but it felt short. And not only that, some cuts felt really weird. Sure, it's a recap, but come on, I want to see the fights on big screen. I want to see the fights on big screen. Oh God, I hate when people write like that. Anyway, I mean, it's exactly what I expected, but is this making the numbers? Is it making the box office number? Ooh, not at all. I mean, the Demon Slayer movie, didn't it do crazy? Infinity Castle box office. Didn't it do buck wild numbers? Officially dethroned. Oh, is it by Chainsaw Man? No. Oh. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. That's insane. For an anime movie that you have to do homework for and then also have to wait 2 years for the next movie. Yeah. Pretty crazy. Movies suck. Movies do suck. I'm going to be right back. But we will be talking about Sydney Sweeney in just a moment.
Yes, my mother twitted my fucking temples!
Love that thing. Ladies and gentlemen, you will have to excuse me. I'm having cereal. But we will get back to the news. Or back to the happenings. So, back to the current happenings.
Yes, my mother twitted my fucking tip off.
I'll never get over that. Sydney Sweeney. She was quite popular among normal people. Why? Because she just was a normal person also. Or, like somebody who wasn't part of the incredibly left-leaning Hollywood ecosystem. And was just, she just seemed normal. She did an advertisement for American Eagle that made me buy some American Eagle pants, as well as I think I bought a sweater from there around that time when it came out. Now, out of nowhere, she decides, I'm going to apologize for that advertisement. Why? No clue. Hmm. 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 I'm sorry, cereal. Anyway, first of all, why do you need a why? There's many questions that can arise from looking at this. Why feel the need to discuss it now, or when so much time has passed? She also had that video. The very popular one where she just flat out said, if I want to talk about something, I'll talk about it. But if I don't want to talk about it,
you have become very sore.
I ain't going to talk about it. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about it. And you're thinking, man, that's just like really cool of her. Just like a normal person. But for some reason, she comes out recently and starts apologizing. I'm against hate. My silence widened the divide. I'm so sorry. Why, though? Could be a number of reasons. It could be her PR department telling her, hey, your numbers in the box office have been doing well. It's because of this quote unquote controversy. You need to apologize for it right away so that people can start coming in and watching your movies again. Which is not true. We don't follow people for the actor anymore. That used to be the case. We don't do that anymore. I mean, just because a movie has Sydney Sweeney, or a show because Euphoria exists, I'm not gonna watch it. But they think, you see, look at that. All the vocal people are saying, you have to. Oh my gosh, she's a Nazi. She's a right wing propaganda. Apologize to them, and you'll be fine. People will watch your movies again. People watch your shows, whatever, blah blah blah. And she does this, most likely. That's what I'm thinking. That's what's the case. I'm against hate and divisiveness. Please stop. Stop it. I hate this. And the thing about it is, unfortunately, the world outside my room is very politicized. Very left or right. I'm about to sneeze. Give me a... There we go. So, unfortunately, the The environment outside my room is very politicized. I don't care about politics. I don't care about left or right. I think both sides suck. I think, just like another wonderful YouTuber named Nerdrotic, they're part of a party that we're not invited in. So I don't care. But from what I've seen, what I've noticed, what I have witnessed, anybody who really is hard left leaning, they just they hate more, a lot more than they think they're inclusive. Mm. Mm. Again, I'm really sorry about eating cereal, but I haven't had breakfast. Um, so I've seen a lot more hate, a lot more lack of critical thinking, lack of honest, open communication from people on the left. And most of the time, that hate perpetuates itself and they keep going regardless of anything that goes on. So even if she apologizes, they're still going to hate her no matter what. No matter what. That's craziness to me. That she would, like, so late in the game to apologize. It is absolutely PR from her PR department. She should fire them. She is she rose from the ashes of Madam Web. Her and who's the lead actress in Madam Web? Where am I on? What's my thing? There it is. Madame Web. Did I get her name? Dakota Johnson. I've always liked Dakota Johnson. She's a very pretty lady. They're only 36. Does she have a spouse? No, she doesn't. She hasn't met me yet. That's all I gotta say. She hasn't met me yet. Anyway, because she was honest and because she's beautiful and she knows that and she uses that in her movies and shows. But to play a part, like, you don't play that game. You don't play the game like they do. The reason why she was so popular was because she wasn't playing the game like everybody else does in Hollywood. She wasn't playing the game like them, and it was working. But now this is, ooh, it's, you're starting to, you dip your toe in there. Don't do that. Don't apologize. Stick to your guns. No matter what your PR person tells you. Oh well. I mean, we'll see what happens. We'll see how she acts in interviews and movies and whatnot in the future. We'll see what happens because you don't want to see someone go down the wrong path like Jenna Ortega. Oops. She used to look so pretty, and then now she looks like a freak. Ooh. I hope. You used to look so pretty. You know? please, 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 Sydney, don't. And the last topic I had for today was the faltering trust in vaccines after COVID-19 threatens future pandemic response. I saw that and I was wondering, oh, the CDC and everybody still thinks they're in the right after the whole COVID thing. Forcing people to wear masks, firing people who didn't. We were basically like the secret police. It was insane. I cannot believe it happened. But now, I mean, now I understand. We were we were in a crazy time, but they're just trying to control us. The government, the news is usually trying to control us now. So of course they're going to ask us, you gotta take this vaccine or else you're gonna die. You gotta take this vaccine or you can't see your loved ones. And it's like, whoa, whoa. I didn't, I didn't really open my eyes to all these things until unfortunately much later. So, but oh man, we went through that time, and then finding out later that during the Biden administration they banned like hundreds of thousands, I think, or tens of thousands of people on YouTube because they were speaking out against this wonderful thing that was grown in the lab that we now know. And also knowing that the vaccine was not made to 100%, you know, prevent the sickness. It doesn't even like have that good of an effectiveness anymore. And of course, now, at this point, people are wondering, do all of the vaccines that my child need, are they necessary? Or is it just going to make them sick? You know? Um, I haven't taken my flu shot. I didn't take my flu shot last year. I'm fine. I'm not going to take it again this year. I'm okay. Um, I just don't know what to trust anymore because of the amount of miscommunication and lies. Not just miscommunication, lies, straight up lies from the government. No matter who's in charge, they lie because they want to control. No matter, like, they might seem like they're against each other, but they're actually working together to control. I don't like that. It's scary because they want fear to control people. They want their news to control people. They want their narratives to control people and to control how they think. Yeah, I just don't trust it anymore. So yeah, like I look at this and that's a lot of vaccines. Obviously, measles and stuff like that, but man, it's scary to think that these vaccines could potentially cause more harm than good in my kids. Obviously, you strengthen their immunity, but you gotta, like, also, you just have to have them around other kids and then have them get sick. Have them get sick, and then look at that. Their body makes antibodies, and, they grow stronger there. Hmm. Mm-mm, mm-mm. So yeah, that's all I had really prepared for today. Got to watch this on my own time. Yeah, that's it for today. Just stuff, video games, shows, and anime. But there is hope out there, guys. There's hope out there. Comes in the form of our Lord Jesus Christ. You know, that the perspective change when you come to Christ is something very key. You know, it's important to not simply be taken by the winds or by the waters that, are constantly shifting, the winds constantly moving. It's important to be firm in something real and true. And you could only know that if you read the Bible, you know, come to understand God's character through his word, through testimonies of people, through what he could do in your life. Yeah, and that's why, even though things are harrowing, I have hope. I'm calm. I have hope. I have assurance that no matter what goes on in the world, um, everything will be okay. God's got my back. Yeah. I think that's it for all the news today. If anything comes up in the coming days, I'll be back on to talk about it. And then, yeah, video games, hopefully. And Jujutsu Kaisen video, hopefully. But yeah. Anyway, thank you for stopping by, and
Yes, my mother twitted my